Welcome back to Less Cash More Mash. My name's Tom.
I'm Mike.
And today, we're cracking open an old bottle of Michter's Bourbon. Small batch. So this is the final bottle of, it makes me laugh every time you do that. I think of that when he goes, when he used to, the kid used to do that. I can't think of the show still. Anyways, this is the final bottle that super fan of the channel, Steve, had brought over before he went on vacation. So he was super excited to have me try this. Again, full disclosure, I did have a sip of it, but I didn't dig all into it because I didn't want to. I wanted to save it for the channel. But it is 91.4 proof, non-age stated. He paid $45 for it when he bought it, which puts it in some tough company because now you're competing with a bunch of big dogs.
That's $45. We see it around here. It's around there.
He was.
Yeah.
All of them actually. When he sent the picture of it, there was a bourbon, a rye, and something else, and they were all the same price. So this was one of the least transparent main name bottles that I found. The company is Chatham Imports Incorporated. The distillery was some Kentucky bourbon distiller. Like it wasn't that people had Googled and found, and not sure where it was made. When they say it like that,
bottled, I think here.
It says bottled at Michter's, but that means nothing. It's where it's distilled. And usually, like the main one right now, I know in Kentucky is Barton is doing a lot of mass producing and stuff. So I have no idea where this comes from. I had no idea what the age is. We're going to throw it in our face hole and see if we like it. That's about it. But thank you again, Steve, for allowing us to do this. Greatly appreciated. I'm doing my best to not spill and pour as minimal as possible.
You got it on the tape.
What?
You got it on the tape. I don't want to taste tape.
Oh, I didn't notice that. And I spilt now. You got me all rattled. I don't know. I got it on the tape. Did I spill mine? No, it's only yours. See, you don't talk to me when I'm pouring. I'm very stressed out over here. All right. Let me. It wasn't me, it was Mike who did it, Steve. It wasn't me.
Put it on the tape.
I put it on the tape.
Who put it on the tape?
I didn't even notice that. I was too busy trying not to spill.
That line's glue tainted.
So much concentration going on.
For a quick.
I just did when I had it with Steve. Honestly, I literally poured like not even a mouthful.
The sample that you get when you go to a store.
Even less than that, because I really didn't want to taint myself and try to. But I was trying to get a.
It's really got a nice nose.
It has a better nose now that I actually put
right
alcohol
off the bat.
Because honestly, when I drank it, when he was here, and I poured it like right
Caramel,
after
vanilla,
I just did some other ones.
Very...
It's all right. Yep.
I got to do baby sips because it's not ours.
No. When I did it with him the other day, I was like,
it's got a sweet flavor.
Because as much as I just drank that, that's all I did last time. That's it. That was my whole drink.
No, but
that was actually
sweet. It's got a nice sweet flavor. I took my first
little sip. That wasn't bad.
It's a syrupy-ish, like no heat. I had a baby.
I took a baby sip, but it did attach to the front of my tongue where it gave me a little bit of the proof right off the tip of my tongue, which doesn't always happen with all the whiskeys.
This one's maybe a little. I had a bigger sip this time.
91 proof.
Yeah. It's got a good taste. It hangs a little bit. It does hang for a little bit. I'm not against this.
No, and it's funny because when I did it the other day with him, I literally just took a little smidge and I'm like, I don't know, Steve. I don't know if it hangs. This actually is pretty good.
It's still on my tongue a little bit.
No.
On the tip of my tongue.
Nope.
And it's got a syrupy, vanilla-esque flavor going down to me. I'm 45.
Well, when you were here the other day, Steve, and we were sampling the goods over here, I had said, I'll do the reviews, but you might get 3 thumbs down. And honestly, I changed my tune on all of them, except, well, those 2 I kind of stayed with the same aspect of the price kind of brought those 2 down compared to what the taste was on them. The other 2 reviews we did.
I'd still say that lead slinger is better than Scissortail by far.
But that's about all it beats. I think
doesn't-
that was like
it
a
doesn't-
$40 bottle, so
It was probably.
that don't compete with anybody.
No,
else.
but again, that was for donations and such too. So
Correct. The
We
cause
said-
was
we
the
said
cause
we
was
would
there.
go there.
Absolutely.
I'm not.
No, not
I'm
you know
not
what?
against this one.
Because I didn't even pour a mouthful when I took it last time because I really didn't want to tape myself. But now that I actually I poured enough
Where are we at?
at 91 proof for $45. What's Russell?
I don't know what the proof is. I think it's 100, ain't it?
No, I don't think it's up there. He's pretending he could actually see.
No, I didn't even try. 90. 90 proof for 43 smackers.
Bring it out. You still got some? Let's see. Because I remember Russell's being very good. We haven't had this one in a while either.
No, we haven't.
So that's why, well, when you said try to bring one
Bastard,
out,
you're gonna. We won't get to use Steve's, but we can use another one.
we can use ours. That's it. So we'll actually see how it competes. I just remember this one being very good. That's why. That's how much I did, and it was off the heels of like Lead Slinger or something. Like so, I was like, I don't know, Steve. You know what I mean? Like I really didn't pour that much on.
Me either.
I honestly, I don't get to drink our own supply that much. I've been trying to kill like the cheaper ones over there so we can make room.
2 of which we have to hide because we're gonna have something to compare. Don't need
Let's
those.
see what he says on this. Don't get me wrong. The more now that I poured more in there.
Right off the
I'm
bat,
really-
though, the nose of that one stood out quicker.
This one's fruitier right now. Right.
I just jammed it in my nose.
This one brought right now the Michters is bringing me to the oatmeal with a caramel or like
batter,
a nice
whole batter.
yeah like actually I'm almost
What the
getting
hell's going on? I just keep smashing my nose.
one of them smells right there. I almost got a. You could go with a zucchini bread, that whole thing,
Yeah,
nuts and all, and all. Like
yeah.
I'm not getting. There's no fruit.
I'm not.
There's no
I'm
fruit
not,
in
the
it.
nose in this is
No.
like huge.
Honestly, when he was here the other day, I was kind of like, I don't know, Steve. I'm not feeling the love out of that. And I was wondering why, because everybody loves Michters, and I couldn't understand it. But I literally poured, like you just did, a smidge in there. And because I didn't want to drink it, really, because I didn't want to taint myself.
I'm liking it. We'll see with the Russells. I know we like the Russells too.
I really like the Russells. I didn't spin it on the glass, so let me see. That this has a deeper, it has like a fruit. It's starting to bring the oatmeal flavor into the bottle too.
Not as quick as the Michters did.
That sat there for a while.
When you first poured
It hit you with the
has a
caramel
really good-
right off the bat.
Right.
It really did. But
Has
this
a really
one
good
has
nose.
the Russells has a little more of a fruit. Like I'm getting like a cherry on it right off the bat.
I actually go more banana, but
I'm not tasting any banana.
I didn't say taste.
I
But
didn't
again,
get smell
it has that has a sugary caramel-esque.
I have to go back to the other one. This one I think I did a baby sip. The Russells might have gave me a little bit more of a coat.
I don't know. Michters seem to hang around. I bet if we did a blind,
A little more peppery.
You and I might be different in this one. I'm thinking that holds its own.
Oh, it 100% does. No, I'm telling you, when I did it with Steve, I literally poured like a mouthful because I really didn't want to taint my opinion. But
No, I'm just saying
he was kind of
between the two,
excited.
now I know we did rave about Russells, and again, that's not bad either. It's just
I don't know, Mike. You know,
they're both very.
as much as I don't even want to say it because I yell at you all the time when you say it, the Michters is borderline caramel with a hint of a butterscotch at the tail.
Could have a sweet end
I'm
of that.
getting like a sweeter,
It is sweeter. It's like,
it's like
that's why I use the maple syrup.
Yeah,
you know, that's
it
why
is.
I went with even the flavor going down. It's a sweeter.
It gives where
It's not the butterscotch. It's more like, it's not even a word. It's more like a maple syrup batter. To me.
where it goes back to like my oatmeal, and you put a little maple syrup on the top of it.
I just don't get
can
the
see
oat
that.
smell, but I get.
I do get, yeah.
And yes, Russell's is a little fruitier.
A little fruiter, and it feels a little more dense to me.
I'm
Honestly,
almost going to
they're-
give hang time to by this much.
Well, I think they're about the
is-
same.
I would say, I said by this much. I would almost go with the Michters right now. Today's day and age of what we just ate.
I see what you're saying. It actually drinks a little proofier.
It does.
It actually drinks a little proofer.
You get
it's
bit
literally 1.4 proofer. Proof
That's
more, but it does give you a little bit more of a fire in it.
a little more. I think it has a little more of a hang time. A little more
Without
of the
doing a blind,
sweetness.
and we wouldn't be able to do a blind, and we'll
Sweetness,
eventually
whatever.
we'll have to get our own so we can do a blind. I don't
Good point.
100% disagree that I might actually pick this one.
Thank you, Steve.
Yeah, no, really, because I honestly, when I first got him, I took so little because I was gonna drink my own. I didn't want to drink his, and then I didn't realize he was actually saving. I just wanted to kind of just sample it.
I
But
forgot what it was. 45, 43.
no,
So it's
they're
only a
close in
couple
price.
dollars, so
They're close in price. Yeah.
Neither-
That's 10 year. This is
neither-
non-age
Neither
statement,
one
but-
crushes either one. I don't think.
No, I
Maybe
agree.
this is just again maybe a slight hang time and sweeter. That's the only two things I could say. This is fruitier. Russell's a little fruitier. Very good flavor too.
I do like that one a lot too. I don't dislike this one anymore.
You don't have to agree.
No,
That's what you say.
the one little smidge I had with
I'd
Steve
like to
the
try
other
the
day.
other flavors as well.
Yeah.
Well, obviously we have to get this one too, but once those go,
That's actually good because once the Santa sack starts whittling up. No, I was feeling bad when we came out because I didn't want to. Listen, Steve was nice enough to drop the three of them off, and I didn't want to bash any of them. But you're going to get an honest review. Now that I've drank this next to this one, and I've actually had a substantial amount of it, where literally I didn't even have this much in a glass when I tried it with him, and it was the same glass as what I had something else in. I just was doing a quick hit just to see. This really did come around with a very sweet oatmeal.
the nose is like that.
It's a
well,
very-
maybe because it wasn't
does-
in that pool, but the nose was like
Right,
that.
but then again,
For me.
that Russell's ain't a nose. That's been around for a while too.
No, but I think that was a quicker nose.
It's a sweet side of an
Yeah.
oatmeal though. Like there is something hugely sweet that's dripped in like a nice
See, that's where I go with the maple syrup end of it,
Yeah.
for me. But I would get that again.
I don't disagree. We will have to get a bottle of this one because this is
We
actually
will, right, for two reasons, but
yeah.
I like it.
No, I don't disagree. Is it $45 worthy? It's up there. It's actually a really good one. Like if we were
sad.
I'm thinking if we would drink this in a blind. Now that I'm thinking about it, like if we were gonna do this in a blind, I would have put it up with one of our top tier ones when we had the top tier back in the day.
So what is regular knob?
That's 41, I think.
So it's not.
It doesn't compete with knob. There's no way. It doesn't have nearly the hang time or the.
No, it doesn't. But it's not bad.
It's not. I don't think if we went ahead that we can do that on Sunday's Fun Day when we get one. We can try to throw it up against knob, but I think knob would smash it myself. But I think knob towers over Russell's too. You know what I mean?
Oh no, it definitely goes over
It just
Russell's.
has the
It
that
does have a
time.
hang time for. And all the boys that did the barrel proofs, those are like really good. So good.
I agree.
I may have to get one for the house.
you-
actually, but.
I don't know what the breakdown was, and it almost tastes like a rye heavy too. Like it gives you a little bit of the fireworks on the tongue for me. Not like it's a rye, but
No,
like a higher rice, like a
10,
30%. Yeah, like a higher percent rye. I don't know what it is. It drinks pretty good. Now that I actually poured a normal sample of it. So there you go, Steve. You did get the win.
I would not say not buy this. I can't say not buy this. If you've never tried it, I would say give it a shot. Especially if you're already spending 40, 45, I would give it a shot.
I agree. We will probably end up getting it. Because originally...
Well, it's not back there, so...
Originally, I told them I didn't think any of them would make the shelf. Would this kick something on? That's my...
Probably Redemption.
That can go, actually, because that was... And as much as people like Redemption, that one is one of the ones that was a huge disappointment to me. I don't know.
The Bourbon's not...
I don't even know.
I don't think it's outrageously priced.
No.
30.
It just
28.
It just wasn't.
We never put a real cork in that either. I think you got it.
No, that's gotta go over there. That's gotta go. It just was. It never
I didn't
lived.
say sell it.
It never lived up. It's not gonna sell. Look. It never lived up to what I was hoping it was gonna be to me.
I didn't even
really
have a list, but that
yeah,
to me,
that's not actually not a bad choice. It could go right there. So, and honestly,
I spend more time looking this way because I got a freaking kink in my neck.
I put all the Jack Daniels together too, but Gentleman Jack don't belong up here either. In our category of what's better. Do you know what I'm saying?
Again, that brings you back into what do you like. That's a very smooth, easy drink.
I said in our category.
No, correct. For you and
it
I.
It belongs over there. And I thought of it. I was trying to keep all the lake bottles together. But on the other hand, like, honestly, I think that Breckenridge brought more to the game than Gentleman Jack did. You know what I mean? Not that I minded Gentleman Jack.
No, I did like Breckenridge.
Well, I'm just saying, like, I started moving stuff over.
Different name.
And I'm like, yeah.
I didn't mind Bibb and Tucker.
I didn't either.
I didn't either. It's a little pricey, but...
That's what killed that one. And that's the only thing I might say about this one.
Maybe.
I wish they were a little more transparent.
Yeah, this is 49.
No, that was up there. You grabbed that one. Where it actually comes from, but overall,
it's time for us to fly because I can't refill.
It's definitely a sweetie, oaty,
syrupy. Good. It's got a good nose. It's got a good everything.
So there you go, Steve. You got yourself a win. I changed my mind on this one. It did come around. This one's actually pretty good. It does actually have a lot of the bourbon flavors.
Yes.
And again, I poured less than what I have in my glass on top of stuff, and I really wasn't getting anything. No, when I drank it the other day, I wasn't getting any. No, you did. It like jumped out at you when we poured our normal amount. And again, that's just what I had. So that being said, I agree. It may be a little bit pricey, but I would recommend this one. So I actually know why now people scream about the Michter's 10, because if it's that much better than this one, I can see why that step up would definitely be worthy of it. Because this is very good. So that being said, thank you again, Steve. This is the last one, and probably not the last one forever, but the last one that we have at the time. So
before we got to get you back from vacation.
There it is. So spend less, drink more.
Cheers. I'm liking it.
Mm-hmm. It held his own on Russell's. I thought Russell.